this is Donna. Thank you for joining me. I have a new thing to share. It's something completely different for me. I made a paper doll house. I wanted to do a journal about paper dolls. I have a lot, and I don't know, I was just thinking a lot about a very whimsical thing that I could do. And so I made this out of a large book. I think it was an encyclopedia. And let's look at the back. And there's the back of the house. And I actually cut all of that out with an X-Acto knife. Used some papers that looked like brick, but then painted in mortar. The flowers are all cutouts from magazines. And let's see. Oh, there's real twigs there. Let's see if I can get into this easily, hopefully. And just open that up. I'm gonna just pull that right off there. I bound it with ties because I'm not really sure how much more I'm gonna do on it or what I want to do. So we're just winging it here. So inside, the cover is done with antique wallpapers. And then this is a Laly Mille inspiration. I've taken a lot of her classes. She's absolutely fantastic. And over the top of this is crackle paste. And it yellowed nicely. It reminds me of an old home that would have layers and layers of wallpaper and like a spackle or a plaster, and it's just peeling away with time. This piece was inspired by a photo on Pinterest. Oh, and I did mention that it was out of an encyclopedia, a large encyclopedia. I just loved this little doll dress, and she's puffy, 3D. Just a lot of lace, vintage lace elements. These are stamped on the linen, which I really like to do. The back of it is papers, and then I did some embossing. Excuse me. I was in the garden today, and now my sinuses are going insane. I did a couple of those sheets with the wallpaper and made them into tags. So we've got some paper doll going on there. And over here, also, same thing, paper dolls. This is another technique, and thank you, Laly Mille, where it's in a wonderful class, an abstract art class. And I will try to do all the links below, but this was just so fun. And once again, we have the embossed papers. I got some new embossing plates, and I've really enjoyed using them. Lots of vintage laces. This is really fun, and I hope there's not too much of a shadow on it. Be who you are. And what I did was I used brads, and so what you can do is these paper dolls have outfits, and it's with the self-laminating sheets. I love this page. I've been inspired by everyone who's been doing stitching. So we have layers of music sheets and vintage papers with hand stitching. I even made yo-yos. They need some work, but there we go. And of course, wallpaper. There's wallpaper all through this book. This was fun, a clothesline with some nice backgrounds. And there are paper dolls in this book. So this created a scenery so you can set it up, you know, if you were going to play with that paper dolls. This is very whimsical. And that's the back of that piece where I did the hand stitching on some vintage napkins and just kept adding and adding. This is a pocket with more of those tags that I was able to cut from those extra papers I did. And just some vintage fun stuff. A lot of fussy cut flowers in this. Okay, and this is an old, would be a hanky, I would assume, a napkin. Still has a little tag on it, which I really enjoyed. And I just put a ball pin on it, and it flips out and opens. And in it is this pocket that I decorated, and it has a grandma paper doll with all of her clothes and her outfits. I just thought it was really fun. And I used my millinery pieces, old velvet and flowers that I cut off my the hats that I get. This was kind of fun because I wanted to be able to see the back piece of this and the angle of this. Oh, and a pocket. Ooh, I didn't put anything in it. Here, put Grandma in there. There, Grandma's in the pocket. So there's a lot of room in here in that pocket. And I liked that she could see the bird on the other page. So this is a flip with a house with lots of neat papers, fun papers. Put the trees behind it. This is a glassine envelope with a Victorian paper doll. And there's an extra sheet copy, and then there she is with all of her little clothes and stuff and lots of extra pieces on a whole sheet. That flips that way, and I had, of course, put a tree in there because as a child I played in the woods a lot. So these are like things that I would have enjoyed. There's our bird again, a little bling, and this flips out, and there's a ballerina that is 3D. She has tulle skirt and flowers, also from a hat and a millinery collection. And this comes over, and that is a pocket. So just have a card there. And this was really fun. I've seen this done before, and you know, like I said, I'm not the original of most things that I do. So this was kind of fun. It comes out like that, and there's their little rooms. I still have some things to do here, and goal is West Point. These are all things that I cut out from photocopying paper dolls. And this paper doll collection was the Six Sisters. Yeah, there's some really crazy paper dolls in here. Oh, and this came out of a vintage suitcase, and there's some of their clothes from the girls that were on that page. Like I said, there's still some things to do, but I really wanted to share this. And who remembers Chatty Cathy? There she is. A lot of fun backgrounds, did some white gesso. I made a pocket out of this, probably was a doily, an old doily. I have a ball pin with just a little piece of fringe there. There's a postcard. The Red Cross, wow. Sometimes I think they're too plain and I might do more, but I'm just gonna let it sit for a while and see. I have to mull it over there. So there we go, we have a cat outside, a little playhouse. Here is this fella, rather Victorian. And there's his clothes. And then you open it up again, and there's his sister. And I made a little pocket there for all of her stuff. her little hat. And then there is, what were their names? I think it was a set of twins. Oh, I don't have the paper doll book in front of me. But there's baby powder. We don't even use that anymore. There's her. And there's her brother. What funny little outfits. And then I just collaged this piece, flipped over, and threw some more paper doll stuff on there. Didn't want to overload this book. And I wasn't really sure about covering this pocket up. So that'll go up and over. And there's our back. And there's our front. Pretty simple. Lots of fun. I don't know if it was simple, but I mean, the flip through it was simple. It was lots of fun. It was nice to do something that was just, like I said, just whimsical, and using all the little extra bits and stuff I had. Thank you for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.